was still in school. I was still. I think you can get that because I'll be shy if you are sitting here the whole time. Hi guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Okay, let me go and see myself. Hi guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Wahima and it's so lovely to be back and to have you here today. So guys, today's video I'm just gonna be talking about where I've been. I know it's been so long. My last video was uploaded in April of last year, specifically on the 2nd of April last year, and it's been over a year. Yeah, so it's been so long. And even in that video, I wasn't like in it so much. It was a vlog from when I went to Ashesi University, when I visited the campus for some research work. So yeah, that's the last video on my channel. And yeah, I just thought to change that. So I'm here today and I'm so happy to be back. And I'm just gonna be giving you guys kind of a rundown of everything. So month by month from April of last year, right? Yeah, April of last year when I was still in school. There's so much has happened, so much has changed. So I'm just gonna be giving you guys updates and I hope you enjoy this video. So without further ado, and without talking too much, let's get into today's video. Okay guys, so let's start from April 2025. So the first thing, what happened in April, I did my baptism. Yeah, I got baptized last year. And later in the month of April, I was still in school by then, so I was also part of the dean's list. So we got the opportunity to go and meet the chancellor of the school, Dr. Mensa Otavel, and all students that were on the dean's list were selected and bussed to the schools, or what I say, the church's biggest auditorium, the Christ Temple branch of the ICGC church. So yeah, we went there, we had him talk to us, we took pictures, and it was really fun. I think it was kind of like the whole day because we had to leave very early in the morning and we got back at around, I think around 4 p.m. or around 3 p.m. Yeah, so it was really fun. It was nice. And basically that was it for April. And in May, yeah, so in May, I was still in school again by then, and I had the opportunity of hosting um, Afianzu. Okay, so let me give you a backstory. I had the opportunity to be the MC of a project that we did. How would I explain this? So, as part of projects, or yeah, as part of the projects for a course I was taking back then called Seminar in New Media, every group was given tasks and topics, and my group was given a topic which related to radio and podcasting in Ghana. So my team and I came together, brainstormed, and we thought of inviting Afianzu because currently, I don't know if you guys know Afianzu, but then they are currently the trending or one of the biggest names in podcasts here in Ghana. If you don't know them, they host the Stay by Plan podcast. And yeah, it's available on all the streaming platforms. So yeah, long story short, I was the MC for that session. It was so fun. We wanted to bring the Gen Z vibe. So I had my team members dressed Gen Z-ish, and we didn't do things like the regular way, like official way, all of that. It was fun. We had music, we did the dance at the time. This song by Black Sheriff, what's it called? One Eye Open or Eye Open, I don't know, but that song was trending. So we did a dance with them. It was so fun. So fun, yeah. So that was what happened in May. I think for me, that was like the highlight of the month for me. Yeah, and in June, what did I do? So in June, I joined a decor class, a free decor class. It was a 1 day decor class, and we were being taught how to, do flower bouquets, balloon bouquets, decors on like, how would I describe it? But I'm sure you guys are seeing the pictures now. So all of those are some of the things I learned how to do just in 1 day. So yeah, it was fun. Yeah, basically that was it for June. So fast forward to July. July was my last month as an undergrad at Central University. So I had to write exams, there were final presentations, handing over ceremonies, because at the time I was the Chief Justice for FASA. If you're in Central University, you should know FASA. But if not, FASA is the Faculty of Arts and Social Sciences Students Association. Yeah, so that is it's an association that comprises of all the schools under social science. So social work, communication, psychology, economics, all of those were or are under the social sciences department. So yeah, we had a handing over ceremony, COMSA handing over ceremony as well. And also since I was the Chief Justice, I had the opportunity to, present the awards that people were being awarded to them. We took pictures, it was fun. I swore the people in my capacity as the Chief Justice. Thank you. Yeah, I swore the people in. So that was also another thing that happened. Yeah, so basically in July, I completed school. We said our goodbyes. Yeah, so that was it for July. And in August, I had lost my grandmom, so we traveled to my hometown for the funeral. I think we were there for about 2 weeks or a week. I think we were there for a week, yes. And yeah, it was nice to go back home to meet family, uncles, aunties, extended family, people I had not met before, people I had heard names of but hadn't seen. Yeah, so it was a good time, and at that time it was so cold. It was so cold. We're literally walking in the clouds because there were times that like just outside the door you can't see anywhere. You just see white, like you just see the clouds. Yeah, in my hometown it's called Ebo. I don't know what you guys call it in places you're from, but it was beautiful. The nature, the weather, the people, it was beautiful. It was really nice, and I look forward to going back, to my hometown again soon. So that was it for August. And after August, we have September. So September was also a very beautiful month. A lot happened, and two of my friends got married. So first was, who was first? I think first was Dora. She was my friend from Central University. She was a staff actually at one of the offices I worked at while I was schooling. So I interned at one of the offices at a point in time, and it was a wedding. So I obviously had to go. It was so fun. It was a really beautiful wedding because I hadn't been to a wedding in so long at the time. And I think actually after those two weddings, I've still not been to any weddings. You guys get married, okay? Marry and invite me, I'll come. So yeah, I went to Dora's wedding, and after Dora's wedding was Ikia's wedding. Ikia is, yeah, Ikia is a classmate of mine from Central University. We graduated together. Yeah, so she also got married. I was there. It was a very simple ceremony. It was beautiful and intimate, and just a few friends came, friends of mine, I mean. Yeah, and it was beautiful. It was nice. And yeah, so that was how we wrapped up September. Now let's go to October. So in October, I was done with school. I was just at home chilling. I was just having fun, working, doing some stuff, all of that. Yeah, so that was it for October. Okay, so let's go to the month of November. Now, November was the month where I finally graduated after four years. Yeah, and it was surreal. Yeah, that was what happened. Oh, and I graduated with a first class. I graduated as the best student in economics. Okay, very fine you. I graduated as the best student in communication and media studies, and I got an award. Actually, let me bring my award and my medal. And therefore, it's not easy. I'm coming. So, ta-da! Here is my. Let me start with my medal. Here's my medal. My first class. Yeah, it's not and that film. So it drew so maybe now the ODAG bro, but yeah, in fact, let me wear it for the rest of this. Let me wear it for the rest of this video because first class, yeah, and that film, what must say? Yeah, so this is my medal from Central University, first class, and this is my award. I got a certificate of honor, as it says, certificate of recognition presented to R4 Priscilla Ohima, best student in communication and media studies, presented this 19th November 2025. So here you go. Yeah, this is it. And okay, let me show you guys my degree. The reason why I went to school for 4 whole years. This is my degree. And this has the date of the actual completion day. So this says 12th July. Yeah, and with my name and with my course, and then it says with first class honors. Clock it. As you are watching me, clock it, because it's not easy. First class honors. It's not easy, guys. So yeah, I graduated with the first class.
For Best Student in Communication and Media Studies. This is sponsored by Media Pulse, and the recipient is Priscilla Ohima Bafo. Congratulations. Thank you, Dean. I shall invite again the Dean.
I was so excited on that day. It was so fun. So first of all, I had to go up the stage for the Best Students Award. So they first awarded all best students, so best in economics, best in social work, best in psychology. They awarded all of those students separately, and then after that they awarded courses. So then they called up courses, so you go and then you get your scroll. The scroll is there somewhere, but yeah, so that's how that went. Yeah, so that was it for November, right? Yeah, that was it for November. And then I also had to start my national service. So in November, we had to go for orientation, the national service orientation with the company I was posted to. So I was posted to DVLA, and yeah, I've been there ever since November. Yeah, so I went for the orientation, and then we started working almost immediately. Yeah, so that's where I've been since November. And then in December, I attended an event by UNICEF. It's called the U Report, and it's a branch of UNICEF that uses the voice of the people, let me just put it simply, to gather information about social issues. So from time to time, you are asked questions. There's a platform, you are asked questions about, it could be about anything like global warming, about child labor. You just need to share your opinion. They usually gather the idea of people and what people have to say about social issues basically, and then they use that to work towards their monthly or quarterly goals or targets, however seems, or whatever seems right. Yeah, so I attended that was in December. Yeah, and basically for December, I think that was like the major thing. I was still going to work, by the way, so yeah. And then, okay, so let's go. Fast forward January, I was working. So February I was working, nothing much, nothing major. Things happen, but some are private. So yeah, so February I was working, and then March it was my birthday. So yeah, it was my birthday in March. I didn't do a party, whatever. I ordered a cake for myself from my girl, Cakes by Dora. Yeah, I was going to say the Cake Heaven because that was her previous business name, but it's Cakes by Dora now. So you can find it on TikTok. The cake was so good. You can just search Cakes by Dora. Yeah, and her page will pop up. The cake was so delicious. I didn't want it to finish. I told her that Dora, the cake was so good. I didn't want it to finish. Yeah, it was so delicious, and it was perfectly done. She got the design, everything that I wanted, perfect on point. Delivery perfect on point. So you guys can reach out to her if you want to order a cake. Yeah, so that was it for March. Nothing major. And then in April, I had my first speaker session for FASA. So because I was, actually previously I was the general secretary for FASA at a point, and then when I was in my final year, I became the chief justice. So for the sake of, I'd like to believe that for the sake of those positions and for the sake of the good work I believe I did, they invited me as a speaker, and I had to speak to the current students on career choices, even though I was, fresh out of uni, still navigating life during my national service. But I believe that I had quite some experience. I had had quite some experience from working, interning, and I could share my ideas and my points. And even from that talk, I gave them 3 points. So let me share them with you. 3 points on navigating your career, 3 points to help you better decide what path to follow. You basically need clarity, skill, and visibility. So clarity because you need to understand yourself, you need to understand what you want to do, you need to know what you want, you need to know yourself, know what your interests are, what your talents are, and after discovering that, after finding out all of that, then you proceed to build skills surrounding what your interests are. So if you think that you are really good with photography, or if you think that you like photography, you like video editing, you like music, whatever it is that your skills are, based on the self retrospection that you did, and what you are clear about now, then you go ahead to build skills. And then after you build the skills, you need to use social media to make yourself visible. And that's the third point: visibility. So clarity, skill, visibility. And you put yourself out on social media. There's so many social media platforms now. There's YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, you name it. And even if you are, so let's even put aside the visual ones, right? If you're somebody that writes and your skill is writing, you can create a page on Substack. You can create a website, WordPress. There's so many avenues to share your work now. So make yourself visible, put yourself out there, and get the world to see you. And eventually with time you see that you've gotten the opportunities, you'll be earning money, you'll be going places, living your best life. Yeah, so basically that was what I shared with them, and I thought to share with you too. So yeah, that was it. And in May, I attended the 3i Africa Summit. So if you don't know what the 3i Africa Summit is, it's just a summit, right? To repeat the word again, it's a summit that convenes, world leaders in finance and tech, the movers and shakers into one room. So over a period of 3 days, you get to meet different people, different heads of organizations who come discuss on various topics. It's just basically very power packed and very intellectual. You get to hear from them. So for me, I'm not a finance person, but I made it a point to attend it. I attended in 2024, but I couldn't go. I think apparently I found out that they didn't even organize it last year. I stand to be corrected, but yes. So they come together, share their ideas. It was beautiful, and this time it was at the Makers House Chapel. I think it's on the road to Kwabenya. Yeah, so it was a beautiful time. It was a beautiful learning experience for me. I networked, I met people. I even saw some friends I, already know who attended the event. So it was beautiful. It was brilliant. And I'd advise you guys to go for those kind of events because it really helps. It opens up your mind. And if you're lucky, you're able to meet people who can end up becoming, business partners. You never know. You never know how far a friendship can go for you. So yeah, just try new things. Go out and explore. So let's see. That was for May. What happened in June? Nothing much. And after June, there was July. Yeah, so in July, I resumed, learning French. And actually, for the whole of this year, I had resumed learning French. I was learning on my own, so I was using YouTube, books, digital books, listening to audio, Spotify, every kind of French resource I could get my hands on, ChatGPT even. I was just improving my French. And in July, I realized that I had gotten to a point where I actually needed somebody to communicate with actively. So I enrolled in a French school, and yeah, I've been doing that ever since. So that's just all that I've been up to. It's been fun. I have seen that my level has greatly improved, and yeah, it's been fulfilling. So a lot of yes, but yeah. Yeah, so that's everything that I've been up to in my absence on YouTube. I'm back now, and I hope to put out beautiful content for you guys. I love YouTube. I love creating content. So you guys should just, let me know what kind of content you want to see from me. If it's content about, I don't know, school application, whatever, just drop it in the comments, and I'll be so happy to film that for you guys. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. I hope you enjoyed catching up with me. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing me today because I'm so excited to be back. Yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you please drop comments, and please also don't forget to like and subscribe if you're new here. Yeah, so basically that is all from me today. If you have video ideas, please I'm open to everything good. So please drop your video ideas in the comments, and I'll do well to film those videos for you. Yeah, so thank you guys for watching, and I'll see y'all in my next video. Signing out, first class graduates in the building. Oh my god, that's so silly. Signing out. Bye.